Anti-Climate Action Network, Tāmaki Makaurau, welcomes you to our July Hui Speaker Spotlight.
Thank you so much, Daniel, and great to be here. For Emily Tokuingoa, ko tangata tiriti aho. I am the co-founder and GM of Climate Club and thrilled to be here to tell you a little bit about the founding story of Climate Club. In 2022 and late 21, Dania, Jenny and myself got together and realised that we were not working in climate, we had no idea what we were talking about, but we really cared about fighting climate change. And we wanted to do something that mattered, something systemic. Like, we knew recycling was not the only thing we could do, but we really had no idea how. And so then we started investigating, but the planet kind of feels a bit crazy. Like, it's really hard to know what to do, and we get inundated with all this information about like all these different people and what they're doing, and everyone's in this Spider-Man standoff of like blaming each other. And so everyone's shifting responsibility and no one really knows what action to take and what's the most meaningful action to take. So we were quite overwhelmed, and we realised that's a trend. People who want to take climate action are often not climate experts, busy, and just have a really hard time navigating all of the information out there. And they're just unsure where to start, and they don't want to necessarily start something if they're not an expert in their field. And on the other side, climate organisations have so much information and knowledge, but are short people power, like they often don't know what to do. So we saw this interesting problem and wanted to put the two together. And we realised that it actually is this chasm of communication. And so we really wanted to focus on helping solve that together. So our aims as Climate Club were to make it easy for busy people to take meaningful climate action, to amplify the mahi of groups like lots of people in this room, and then to explain climate issues in an accessible and really action-focused way to make it easy for people to quickly take action. So a newsletter, an email newsletter emerged. Does anyone here subscribe to Climate Club? Oh, that's so cool! Yeah, so now we have every single week for the last 3.5 years we've been sending a newsletter out every Tuesday morning. We actually schedule it on a Monday night. That's a little secret. We used to wake up early, but then we've started having to pull the writers, so not everyone's an early bird. And it's really easy and quick, so it's got 5 minutes, 15-minute and 30-minute actions that are just really easy to take and lower the barrier to entry to taking climate action. So if you ever have any actions you want included, just send us an email at Climate Club and we'll try pop it in. We're across the nation, but we do like to give people regional actions as well. So our key principles, and I think these are really helpful if you're communicating climate action, be really positive and action or solution oriented. Aim for friendly, hopeful, evidence-based, and remember that not everyone knows what decarbonisation is, so try and have that jargon filter. And then we really love focusing on amplifying policy and systemic changes over individual action, unless it's a really high-impact lifestyle change. But yeah. So in terms of the way we communicate climate, it's less doom and gloom and terrifying photos and more giveaways and fun socials and staging a climate intervention with your plants, or a really nerdy slideshow about likeable livable cities, which we put in one of our newsletters. And just remember, if you're communicating climate action, to prompt joy and happiness. Like, we're all humans, we love lots of different things, so we often post photos of our pets or animals we interact with and have like silly puns and similes. And I find it really delightful to just remind people we're humans, and that if we take appropriate climate action, the world will be a better place. So it's very motivating. So now in 2025, 3.5 years later, we have this amazing team, 4,000 subscribers, over 4,000, 2 full-time team members working in climate, and Jenny even quit her job in tech and moved into climate full-time as well. Over 15 volunteers across the whole nation, and we're going nationwide, which is really exciting. And we've become more than just a newsletter. So we now run Work Climate and a local government incubator. We have social media campaigns and workshops that Daniel was mentioning. So we run workshops in schools. I think that's the next slide. Oh no, schools and councils, which I'll get to in another slide. We just launched Climate Club Challenges. So this is kind of an influencer collaboration, but as well, if you're interested, sign up to pick an action that you could take for the climate, and you can take it publicly and tell other people you're taking the challenge. So this is one of our latest projects. We run workshops in schools, workplaces and councils, so do get in touch. So Maya is there and she runs our workshop program. So if you want a free workshop in your school or workplace, get in touch, or your community. We have a variety of different workshop formats. There's like a short, long, super long option, depending on what you feel like. And then, yeah, we just love working on socials. We even just started on TikTok, which is terrifying. But yeah, it's been a really fun journey so far. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Please do subscribe to, so this is the link to sign up to the newsletter if you haven't already. Get in touch for free workshops, and we'd just love to chat positive climate actions with you all. Kia ora.
Community Climate Action Network, Tāmaki Makaurau.